on the 21st of November 1964, at the conclusion of the third session of the Second Vatican Council, St. Paul VI solemnly indicated that Our Blessed Lady was to be known as Mother of the Church. It was his way of placing the whole adventure of this big ecclesiastical event in safe hands. If only Martin Luther had done the same. He, in his early writings, has very touching words about the Blessed Virgin. And as time goes on, with the acquisition of a following and independence, his tone changes towards anything to do with the institution of the Church. And alas, it damages profoundly the life of the mystical body for all time to come. Many miracles have come through, indicating the way in which Our Blessed Lady does care for the mystical body, and showing how close she is to her children, whom she holds, as it were, in her womb. In giving birth to Christ, she gave birth in a mystical way to us in him. This was sent to me the other day, and I was moved by it. It indicates in a touching way how she cares. What happened was this. It was on a feast of the Blessed Virgin, the 8th of December, the Immaculate Conception, that this couple, it was Pizio, his family name, and they were from Turin, and they left the Catholic Church of their youth to go towards Protestantism. They were motivated, it would seem, by financial gain. Things were promised them if they did so, and they were in dire need. On that same day, Albert Pizio sought to sell certain old things of his. Amongst them was a very beautiful picture of the Blessed Virgin on wood. Those who bought it, they must have been therefore fairly hostile to the Catholic faith. When they saw what it was, tried to have vengeance, as it were, on the Blessed Virgin. They burst into horrible words of blasphemy. And one of them tried many times to bash it to pieces with an axe. But it couldn't be damaged. Then the three men concerned threw it into the fire, but it was miraculously preserved. The flames did char all the wood around it, but the figure of the Blessed Virgin was miraculously protected. It was then that they and Albert Pizio hid the object. A month later, his wife, who had come to know of the matter, but was quite incredulous regarding it, and obstinate in her own ideas, which by then were Protestant, tried, on her part, to destroy the image. She covered it with alcohol and applied a fire. Once again, the miracle was seen. It was completely protected, the image itself. It was at this point that the couple felt for the first time pains of remorse and sought out a good priest for advice. This priest advised them to consign the image to some good person who would pray for them. They, for their part, decided to consign it to the first religious persons that they would meet. It was the evening of Holy Wednesday, 1860. Divine Providence had it well thought out, because the very first persons that came were precisely two nuns of the Congregation of the Immaculate Conception of Ivrea, which had only recently been founded. From that point onwards, the miraculous image was jealously conserved by those sisters. Now it is in a beautiful church at Ivrea, near their own mother house, and many have been the prodigies and miracles that have happened from veneration of the Blessed Virgin in this icon. Here it is, and one can see quite clearly how the image itself is quite undamaged, whereas the wood around is completely charred and burned. And many such miracles exist all over Italy, indicating how close our Blessed Mother is, and in this case indicating also how to misunderstand the place of the Blessed Virgin in the Church is to lose the protection of the one who safeguards the Church and holds it all within her.